Don't make Tamil Nadu and another Bihar. Tax cuts have no impact on investment.
This is quite shocking.
There will be animal spirits so that it will immediately, economy will jump. The person who talked about this is Parakala Prabhakar sir.
Okay. Hello, Federal viewers. Today, my guest is Economist K Prabhakar. He's an Oxford scholar and he has done several research on poverty, inequality, and more into social inequalities. Hello, sir. So, can you tell us what this budget mean for a young Indian?
See, this budget has not offered anything to the poor people. And for youngsters, clearly Nageswaran has told, the chief economic advisor, he told that job creation is not in the hands of government. Exactly before 2 months. Now, the budget clearly says that the job creation is now in private hands. Therefore, how the private industry looks into job creation is what kind of a job it creates. The new jobs that are created are not quality jobs. Large number of jobs are created in the area of platform employees. Something like, you all know the examples of Zomato and all these employees. They are offered employment from one delivery to one delivery, not even that day. Therefore, if he delivers today morning by 9 o'clock, in the next delivery he may be told he has to go. Therefore, these platform employees, therefore these are all the people which are growing in large numbers. And where exactly, if you look at the unemployment statistics, the higher you are educated in India, the higher probability of yourself becoming unemployed. This is something not in tune with the global trends. Therefore, the lower unskilled you are, probably you may get a faster employment. This shows that there is a clear trend of ourselves not creating enough jobs for highly qualified people. And manufacturing sector is consistently losing its sheen. Take any product you see, and you see most of them are manufactured in China and you sell it here. Today, the budget says, better we have a better tie-up with China so that Chinese will invest in us. That's good, because all these days, 4 years, we lost the time. In 2019, the Chinese Prime Minister has come to Chennai. He liked the place, but somehow due to some political reasons, we lost touch with him. Now we are going to again join with China and we are going to have China +1. Therefore, manufacturing jobs will come back to India.
So this budget looks like, it favors a couple of states like Andhra Pradesh and Bihar. Actually, these are the states where the NDA has its allies. So is this a political budget?
Basically, if you look into the Niti Aayog report submitted last month, in 13 parameters, Tamil Nadu is number 1 in 16 parameters of India. Poverty, elevation, hunger, in any parameter you take, Tamil Nadu is number 1. Now, just by the budget telling that we are going to have more bridges in Bihar, you know how many bridges have fallen for the past 1 year. Therefore, the infrastructure, what is the quality of infrastructure you are trying to create? 26,000 crores you have already promised. But these promises were already there, not that it is new. 1 lakh crores was promised during elections when same present chief minister was there. He was on the opposite side. 1 lakh crores was promised, but nothing has happened. Now again the promises have come. Ultimately it comes to one important thing. Whatever may be the money budgets, ultimately how do you empower people? How do you educate the people? How do you make them do the work? Those are all the issues that come into. For example, in India,
How you generate money
exactly
by empowering people.
by empowering people. If you are having 100 employed women in India, 43 of them work in Tamil Nadu, Chennai, Kanchipuram, and in Kadalur district. These three districts contribute 43% of Indian women.
Okay.
Therefore, see the women empowerment that happens here. And this particular women empowerment, with the help of free bus facility, you generate enormous services at a lower cost. Therefore, you will find this kind of models. You have to identify what models are working in the country and then try to replicate in Bihar. Don't make Tamil Nadu and another Bihar. Make Bihar and another Tamil Nadu and then make it better. Therefore, what we are trying to do is, by not giving money and starving Tamil Nadu, you are creating another Bihar here. And similarly, Andhra Pradesh. 10 years back, when Andhra Pradesh was going away from and bifurcated, at that time it should have been given. Now 10 years, and at that time, the present Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh was in NDA. He was denied. He told that nothing can be done just because there is an exigency. You don't have a majority. Now you have to go and give him. Therefore, there are clear distinction between political decisions and economic decisions. Every economic decision has a political implication, but it is not the other way around. Every political decision has an economic implication. Therefore, economy, productivity, these are all the things that have to go up. Public infrastructure, we talk so much about.
My next question is based on that.
Please.
So, this budget, the finance minister has encouraged a lot of public-private partnership programs, and when it comes to agricultural research and infrastructure projects also, what does this mean, including the private partnership in these areas?
Very good question you have asked, ma'am. In fact, digital public infrastructure, this point we have to really make everyone understand.
This budget has encouraged a lot of public-private partnership where the private investment is very much encouraged in areas like agriculture research and infrastructure development. What does this mean?
Very good question you have asked, ma'am. In fact, digital public infrastructure, this point we have to really make everyone understand. In 2009, Dr. Manmohan Singh, who was the Prime Minister of India, he wanted to create a digital identity for every Indian. And Nandan Nilankani, with just 5 people, including himself, created this particular Aadhaar card. This Aadhaar card is nowhere in the world. For example, we take your Aadhaar card, you go and show this Aadhaar card, it will verify 1.4 billion people and say that both are not same. It is one of the greatest innovations in India, digital public infrastructure and UPI. Both of them are on a platform, both of them are being used by banks, and you are able to use the entire e-commerce with ease because of these two digital public infrastructure. Now, even farmers now, he can access the data. He has no data on prices. For example, a farmer in Tamil Nadu knows that if he is given information that some place he can sell his produce at a higher place, he can immediately shift. Today what is happening, he is tied to, he has much information is not available. The there are so many initiatives, but now empowering him with more initiative, empowering him with better seeds, empowering him with better flood resistant varieties, it will definitely help. And they have allocated 1.52 lakh crores for this particular purpose. And out of it, mostly goes for creating digital infrastructure for the farmers. It is a good job but unless we see the results, we have to be skeptical about it.
Okay. So foreign investment firms have been promised a big tax cut. How will this help the Indian economy to grow?
Across the world for 50 years, research has been done on tax cuts. And it has been found that tax cuts have no impact on investment.
This is quite shocking.
No impact on the...
Even in the developed countries, is this the...
It is the developed country phenomenon. Therefore, this particular trickle-down effect, this we call it as trickle-down effect. Therefore, what happens is you arrange all wine glasses, put first on the first wine glass, and it will trickle downwards. But has it happened? Never happened in the world. But consistently, there are certain economists who promote this particular kind of a thing. In reality, it creates heavy disparities.
So, do you think our Finance Minister, Ms. Nirmala, has been, not being given this information? Is she misled by economists?
In fact,
do you think she's been misled?
The person who talked about this is Prabhakar, sir.
Okay.
Therefore, day in, probably she may be listening to him. If she listens to him as an economist, he has written a book in which Crooked Timber of India, and he has clearly given an exposition of these things. Apart from, in fact, this is known. By reducing the tax burden, if I can make money with less work, any capitalist will work like that is the system. In fact, as economists say that there will be animal spirits so that it will immediately, economy will jump. Nowhere it has jumped, either in America or in India. What makes them come to India is, if I invest in this, is my investment safe? Is there rule of law? And is it an inclusive society? Therefore, if that place is a very inclusive society, I will not have any problems. I come and invest here. The highest investment destination is Vietnam. How Vietnam is attracting so much? Because they have a clear...
So industries love peace-loving place?
Peace-loving place. Pravila, one important point is, we are talking so much about AI and we want to build AI infrastructure. That's what already Malaysia has created a place where most of the global companies have already invested 3.5 billion each in order to create a digital infrastructure like NVIDIA, and all the top companies have already invested. The land is cheap, water is free, peaceful location between Singapore and Malaysia. They are very happy. They have already created $50 billion investment. Therefore, what is required is a rule of law. If you go to a court and you take 10 years, you don't feel like coming over here. And there is a place where there is really good social infrastructure. Why Tamil Nadu people come? It is primarily because of good social infrastructure. Therefore, the society is coherent. At the same time, you will find that less amount of atrocities on women. These are all the indicators. They are all social indicators that will make your business grow. if you are going into a place where there's heavy social inequalities, I'm not coming here to just manufacture and sell it to different place. I am coming here, if I can sell it in India better, fine. Why I have to sell it to US? Therefore, the investment mindset of the people, breaking the mold. Raghuram Rajan sir has written a finest book. He says that you can't have this kind of a ragtag system and trying. Initially it is okay. What we call it as Jugaad in Hindi. Jugaad is how do you though the infrastructure is not there, if you go to the
you make a jugaad out of it. You do it yourself. You
you
come out with your own model.
Therefore, in a country like India, we should have a stronger laws, reforms. How long we are talking about reforms? 1991 reforms. Reforms by themselves have no use.
Hello Federal viewers, subscribe to our video and share your comments on the Budget 2024-25.